showing that the federal government allegedly spent a whopping $507,000 on hotel accommodation for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly.
Another video don't come at this video done for how representative people now they talk good. They say 316 people they receive van, and that van when they receive one cost 116 million. That will take important come for China. They say this van that they see, so say they want use that, not be gift. They go use that for 4 years. After 4 years, the other one will fit come. The one they first get it don't expire. This video, my country people, as I see this video, I see this Nigeria where we want start. I sort of the year I say where president. I will take on my video say me and Oga Tinubu will be friends. When Oga Tinubu take travel, take the rent hotel. And I know say our president Oga Tinubu know they say Nigeria and so travel because the money when they spend it not be your pocket money because he don't get already and he had to use one Nigeria money to the top hand. They waka they go. My country people. We say this Nigeria will dey so we no fit dey eat again three times a day again. Na only one fit dey eat. Now Oga Tinubu dey pay. How much they say he pay us? And I hear that for the year you start with how much they pay. Now this man, this Zambia president, he whole time they say he talk. They say they want buy van for us, so president car for us. Now I say the one with the different they drive. Cause wetin happen to her? They say nothing. The wheel see they say yeah. The door see they say yeah. The window see they say yeah. He say I beg I no need that car. May they use that money to go do no that thing because we need money to fix our country. But why Nigeria? Oh, now so collect. I waited that one of our fans tell me that comment for my video say the problem for Nigeria no be we Nigeria that they cause the problem. Now the leader when they up now they cause wahala. Wait oh, this van the job break console to give 316 parliament people. Waiting they want carry and go. The one user, the one if they there before, they don't go dash out to their brother or their sister. I don't want to talk too much for this video. I'm going to say, EBD and you, don't they carry this video like they go, what can they go? When I listen to Oga Tinubu and the rest of the people, what did they happen for this our country? How we want to settle down? What to go make this Nigeria better? Me and live on.
I think this is the message that the lawmakers should focus on, our Nigerian lawmakers. I think that the president of Zambia hit the nail on the head. If you already have vehicles, why purchase new vehicles? I mean, I thought that I was going to hear some sort of rebuttal from the lawmakers saying that, oh, we're not purchasing it for this price of money. But instead, they say that they actually need those vehicles. Dr. Abati.
Well, so-called spokespersons, when they want to issue these statements, they should at least know that the people out there, you know, would double check.
Yeah.
Now, the fellow was saying that, look, after 4 years, then, you know, maybe they will buy the vehicles, but while they are there, okay, what happened to the vehicles they bought for the last assembly?
That's the right question.
So they've taken those vehicles away, or is it that those vehicles, after 4 years, can no longer function again? This is just about the attitude of our lawmakers. And this is why people are saying that Nigeria cannot afford a bicameral legislature in Abuja. Why don't we have a unicameral legislature to reduce number? And why don't we even make membership of the National Assembly a part-time assignment, as is the case in some other countries? People just get elected at our expense, and they go there. The first thing they think of is to enjoy benefits. A vehicle of 160 million naira. What kind of a vehicle is that? Maybe it is a bulletproof. Okay, and these are some of these people who are first timers in the National Assembly who cannot even afford the miserable grade A Tokumbo vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, there's grade A, there's grade B. You know, in any case, we have the example of Ichilema,
Yeah.
Akande of Zambia,
Yeah.
where that's another leader. He became president in 2020. 2021.
2021.
Next election in Zambia is next year. Do you know that for 8 months, he did not collect salary? And he said it's not because the salary was not available. It was because he didn't go there he didn't become president because he was looking for money, right? He had run for that position about 5 times. Okay, he then won the 6th time. He said his focus was to, retool the economy, provide jobs for the masses, particularly the youths of Zambia.
Yeah.
And he's been very consistent in that regard. But the opposition, they say, no, he made money from privatization. Okay, he could afford that because he has investments in agriculture and in other parts, so that's why. But what he's saying to other people is that you don't have to buy an expensive vehicle. And that he, as president, he did not allow them to buy new vehicles for him. He said he will continue to use the vehicles that were there.
Yeah.
Now, in fact, at some point, also took a pay cut. And we have had other leaders in Africa who took pay cuts. Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
The man in Kenya. Kenya is Uhuru Kenyatta. Next door, in Ghana, the president also took a pay cut. But here in Nigeria, they just want to make profit. And yet, the same lawmakers, the same Nigerian leaders, they tell us to make sacrifices. They tell the people to tighten their belts. But meanwhile, they are feeding fat at the expense of the state. I think this should be part of the conversation. And I think the people who have been saying the National Assembly should not be a place where people go and collect benefits, and that the number should be reduced.
Absolutely.
And it should be a part-time appointment. That will make us realize the objective of placing emphasis on service rather than profit.
Well, in the same vein, the Foundation for Investigative Journalists obtained a memo dated September 11, 2023, showing that the federal government allegedly spent a whopping $507,000 on hotel accommodation for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly. According to the memo, over $422,000 out of the total amount covered the cost of rooms booked for the president and his close aides at the St. Regis Hotel in New York from September 16th to September 23rd, and the remaining $84,000, which is 20% of the hotel reservation cost, was for incidentals. I mean, when Nigerians hear that amount, $507,000 in this economy, what
so
that
this
means.
was a leak. This was a leak, and I must put a caveat, we're here to independently verify this. But if this is true, it is every shade bad. Because we can't live in a country this way when you tell the citizens to tighten their belt and you're frolicking with this amount of money. It's just very sad. It's this new level of madness we have in our country. But are you surprised, Oji? We're here sitting down that an ex-militant was going to be running for deputy governor. So the system that brings our politician in is rubbish in the first place. Intellectuals, clear-headed, peaceful people don't get to the top position. For you to get to the top position, and that's why we are falling. We are sinking. Nigeria is at a precipice today. Look at the quality of our lawmakers. Many years ago, somebody said in the parliament, was a former police officer, and he looked at the lawmakers and the senators and said, most of these people here, they've been in my cell at one point or the other. So it's not today that we've destroyed the country. In all of this, you know what hurts my heart so much? All of those cars the lawmakers are buying, the money goes to Japan. It's not Nigeria-made car.
Yeah.
Look at these people that are supposed to represent the people. Look at what they are. They are the ones too that receive gifts. They receive prayers in their email address.
Wow, my country people. Now this one I may Oga Tinubu no dey stay Nigeria. Now so travel Oga Tinubu dey travel because he knows when you travel now the best hotel then they go give her people where the country where you go, the president or the governor, the senator wey dey that country, they no fit enter that hotel go stay because he get Nigeria money wey wan go put for inside frapper make it fry make the boiler make the throw away am. Hey! No, all this vow they can't give these people, now my country people, you know me fear. They say they bear hand, not before gift now for the use. Meaning say no, that car not did that face before. Now this new one, okay, if Facebook will this one not for use that. If Tinubu don't finish, the one with the call, they don't fit use that. Why people call they use Nigeria money like me can be like paper? So they my Nigeria money enter fry pan go the video say